Um, so I don't use it so much in my organization other than standing up test environments that I develop on and then deliver it so other people can use it in the production environment. Well, I really enjoyed the ability to add Python scripts that you can trigger to run on the device and accomplish the task that you're trying to accomplish. Additionally, I really like the ability to, when you do the write erase reload and it boots back up, if you have a TFTP DHCP server running, it can pull up the script automatically and launch that just, you know, when it hits its initial configuration dialog. So then you don't need to go in and manually punch in a bunch of stuff. You can trigger it through the automation. So they call it zero-touch provisioning, which is a cool thing that I enjoy. Yeah, definitely with the REST API. Initially, we were exploring using that as the primary way of configuring the devices. And we talked to a lot of Cisco reps who told us, yeah, that's fully fleshed out. You're good to go with that. However, when we went to put it into practice, it turned out that not all of those, not all the same features were available in the REST API that currently existed with the CLI implementation. Apparently, it configures the device in a different fashion. I forget who we talked. We talked to some guy who was telling us about NSO, who explained that that's why. I don't know. Since we had to abandon the REST API, I don't know how more fully fleshed out it's become. So I can't speak to its current state. But that was a thing that at least me and a couple coworkers had like really identified of like they should really be letting people know about this before it gets pushed out, claiming to be fully fleshed out. Ken, I've recommended it to people already. It's well suited if you need to be running Python scripts through automation. I really like using the event managers, or EAMs, I guess sometimes they're known as, to watch for different triggers that can then launch either scripts to report or generate scripts that are reports or resolve the issue if something happens. I really like that. Just mostly the programmability aspect of it. Well, so I guess my review mostly focuses on the underlying iOS XE because it's the same thing for the 9300, which I've also used and enjoyed. I guess in that respect, it's kind of the same thing for that one as well. Against the 9300? Oh, I would say identical. Time-saving automation, that's my department, completely. I think other people are worried about other things, but I focus with the time-saving automation. I don't know that I can speak to that so much. I think that's more other people's department as well. I don't know how much it costs.
And are you happy with this product's feature set?
Yeah, I think for what it is, I think so. It did not. Eventually, once we realized that we couldn't use all of the features that we needed to with the REST API, and we pivoted because there's like a underlying Python CLI module that already exists on the device, and you can use that to trigger all of the existing CLI commands that you use. I guess one other thing that is kind of finicky is when they release new versions, sometimes that will gum up the works if you are launching scripts through various triggers and stuff. Because like one of the updates killed guest shell on the reload. And the solve that we found to that was to introduce an error to prevent that from triggering, which really felt janky to us. But they've since moved on from that. But there are things like that where you have to like really like scratch your head over how did this make it in the newer version. But I mean, it's the same thing if like you go with like another provider or anything. So it works well enough for my use case. Again, I'm not the one buying it, so yeah, they've continued to buy them, and I continue to develop on them. So.